Good afternoon and welcome to this week's Craft and Chat. It's Tuesday the 24th of January 2023. I'm Amanda Fowler. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're here watching live, please do a quick sound and light check for me. And if you're watching the replay, thank you so much for joining us. I do answer the comments, so do please leave some comments. And if you've never joined Craft and Chat before, there's about 20 minutes or so of chatting, and then I am going to do some crafting. So let me just do some checks, make sure I'm where I should be. And I think I've sorted out the soft focus issue that I've been having. You're going to laugh when I tell you what it is. Let's have a look. Yeah. Okay. So I am live there. Okay. Lots of eyes. I can see lots of people are arriving. So that is good. No comments yet though. Ha! Dino, you're the first one in. Hello, hello. Thank you so much for joining us today. And Donna, wishing everybody from Oz hello. And Chris is here from sunny and chilly Newbury. Hearing me okay? And yes, I'm not so soft this week. Okay, so if you have watched any of my craft and chats, you will know the technology has plagued me for all the years I've been doing this. And I learn things all the time. And I did have issues with my microphone, which is now sorted out. But the last couple of weeks, me has been in soft focus. Now, in many ways, that's not a bad thing. Not a bad thing, because you know, the wrinkles and the and the stuff. But it was really frustrating and I kind of couldn't figure it out. And then I had a 3 o'clock in the morning moment. Do you have those? Or am I the only person that wakes up in the middle of the night going, oh, it's that? I realized I haven't been sitting in the same place as I used to. So the camera that I've got for the front facing is on top of a screen. So I've got a screen so I can actually, so this is, if you can imagine, I have to take a picture at some point, but if you can imagine directly in front of me, so here is a screen and it's got my camera mounted on it. And I've been sat kind of either side of it. So instead of it focusing on my face, it's been focusing on stuff behind me, which has meant that I ended up in soft focus and behind me was sharp. So I think I fixed it. Chris seems to think so. Does anyone else think so? Hi Karen, how are you doing? Hello Anne. Cold and grey in Yorkshire. It's cold and grey here in Hampshire too. Yeah, just grey, miserable. Afternoon, Michelle. Shivery. And shivery in Suffolk. Her heating has just been fixed, so she's warm at last. Have you been without heating for any length of time, Anne? Why does it always go in the winter? It's crazy, isn't it? Thanks, Chris. That is good news, isn't it? So that's good. Right. Good afternoon, Mum. Pauline's here. 4 days, Anne. Blimey. Deborah's here from Calgary, and her gorgeous weather is going to give way to snow and cold. Good afternoon, Deborah. And another Deborah. It's always funny when the names all come up together. Good to see you too, Jen. She's saying hello to everybody. Awesome. Okay, so what have we got to talk about this week? Well, I've got a few things to talk about. Kind of the first thing is it's winter time. So we're kind of inside a bit more than we are normally. And I just wondered what you're watching on the television. So, and I'm talking about real telly. Yeah, you know, BBC, ITV, Channel 4, that kind of real telly as opposed to Netflix and Prime and all that kind of stuff. So Midwives is back, which loving Midwives. What else am I watching? Oh, Great Pottery Throwdown. That's just started again. Although I'm like 3 weeks behind. So I'm having to catch up because I hadn't realized it had restarted. And then this is my mum's fault. I'm not even sure I'm going to confess this on YouTube. So The Masked Singer, anybody on ITV on Saturday night? Even when I watch it, I've got my head in my hands, but I want to know who they are. It's driving me crazy. So yeah. So that's kind of that's kind of the TV things at the moment. Oh, Janet's here, freezing and miserable. I'm assuming that is the weather, Janet, not you. Yesterday it was sunny and cold, but lovely. It is winter, I know. I think the thing is as well, January always seems so long, doesn't it? I don't know. It's like it's 90 days long. It's just a really long month. I don't get it why. Anne is watching Junior Bake Off. It's a delight. Oh my goodness, I didn't know that was on. Happy Valley, says Jen. Now that's the one with Sarah. Oh, what's her name? Is this a second series as well? Because I didn't see the first one, so I think I'm a bit behind. Anne says I'm not the only one. A guilty pleasure. Oh, Janet's saying no. Well, exactly. I didn't think it was you. Anne's watching the Pottery Hotel Mega Build. Ooh. Which is it? Multiple hotels, Anne, or just one? Happy Valley. Lots of things. Happy Valley. Leslie's watching Moana with her granddaughter. I love Moana. Yeah. It's an awesome movie. Donna's saying The Masked Singer is the same for her in Oz, but it's not on at the moment. So it is Sarah Lancashire. Yeah, in Happy Valley. Ooh, Chris is watching University Challenge, Only Connect, not heard of that. Great Pottery Throwdown and variations of MasterChef. Yeah, well, you see, the reason I'm watching real telly again is because I've caught up with Australian MasterChef. So, yeah, so hence I'm checking out normal telly. Oh, Dino's saying she has no live TV. She lives in the forest. She watches mysteries on BritBox. That's awesome. Hi, Margaret. So, yeah, Chris, what's Only Connect? I don't know what that is. That's good. See, I've got we've all got lots of suggestions. But honestly, um, yeah, Masked Singer. Honestly. I cape it. Actually, that's just so that shows you how old I am, doesn't it? I tape it. That was in the days when you used to have a VHS recorder and a tape, and you would put it in and you would program it. And now record it onto a hard drive, which actually I need a new one because ours is ancient and temperamental. Doesn't always record what it's supposed to record. But yeah, I call it taping. And every time I say that, the kids just roll their eyes, going, "Really, Mum? Really?" Oh, let's have a look. Oh, Anne. Oh, I'm a bit wonky. Anne was saying Hotel Mega Build was Claridge's. That's one of my favorite hotels. That's awesome. Okay, so it's on iPlayer. Donna's watching Yellowstone on Paramount. I don't know whether we can get Paramount. Oh, okay. Hi, Maureen. Lovely to see you. Okay, so BBC Two. Awesome. Right. So I have some cards to show you. So last week I said that Janet, who's here today, sent me a card, and she sent it to me and said, did I think it was something that I could replicate? Now, one of the things that I love to do is reverse engineer things. So, for instance, some of the boxes or bags and things that I design can be because I've taken something apart. So, a few years ago, my brother and sister-in-law gave us some boxes, and it was like it was a stack of treats, and it was, I don't know, about 2 foot high. It was huge. And the base box was a good sort of 12 inches square, and then the boxes got smaller and smaller as they went up. And one of the boxes was like a hinged from, yeah, like diagonally and hinged. And I looked at it and I figured out how to make it, and you know, and it will have been a project that I've shared on YouTube at some point. So I love to reverse engineer things. So this is the card that Janet sent, and it's easier if I show it to you that way. So it's actually a cross and a square. So I'll put this into my box of projects to make, and hopefully come Christmas we can make something like this. And it actually, look, folds flat. Isn't it cool? So thank you, Janet, for thinking of me and sending it to me. And should anybody decide to send me things like that, it's really interesting. I love to see different things. Laura made me this card as well. It's really lovely. It's a really lovely silhouette card. And another Christmas card from Alison that arrived late last week. So I think some of these cards and things have been stuck in post boxes. And then Deborah as well. So there's a card from Deborah saying thank you for, that was for a raffle prize that she won. So there we go. Okay, so I think, yeah, look, I'm still in focus. Hooray! Yeah, Mum's confessing now. Guilty as charged. We all need a bit of nonsense in our lives, and it's light-hearted and cheery. Yeah, it's all those things. It is bonkers. Singing dustbin and a pigeon. If you've not seen it, honestly, it's on ITV on Saturday evening. It's yeah, it is crackers. Oh dear. And saying the tree card is gorgeous. Yes, indeed. Awesome. Okay, so what I thought I would do for the crafting today is share with you one of my favorite sweets in the new mini, which is actually the sweet that we are using for next week's craft along. If you are waiting patiently for your craft along kit, it is on its way. January has been interesting. So it is on its way. It will hopefully be with you by the end of the week. But it's called Regency Park. Did I? No. I was going to say I brought up the papers, but I didn't. Hopeless. Hi, Julie. So Regency Park is on page 30 onwards of the mini catalogue. Can you see that? It is very cool. So, in your craft along kit, you've got some of the papers and the adhesive Milky Dots and the Night of Navy ribbon because it's awesome. But today, I'm going to showcase this stamp set, which is called Petal Park. And, ooh, let's go there. Look, can you see? It's got a matching punch. Now, the bundle is £36. It's one of the best priced bundles in the catalogue. You know me, I love a punch. If I can, because punches are so much faster than getting out your die cutting machine. And I love my die cutting machine. I wouldn't be without my die cutting machine. But if I can punch something, I will punch it. So yeah, I have pretty much every punch. And I realized the other day that there was a punch from the annual catalogue I didn't have. I placed an order to get it because that's not acceptable. Yeah, so I thought I would show you this stamp set. But what I actually want to talk about is the fact that it's called two-step stamping. So it's called two-step stamping because there are outline stamps and an inner stamp. And I'll explain it. As I'm showing you, it's easier for me to explain it that way. But basically, Stampin' Up have designed it so you can use it in multiple ways. Yeah, and there's multiple different stamps. So I'm going to show you that. I'm going to show you a few hints and tips. And I'm also going to get my Stamparatus out to show you how you can use that as well. So yeah. So shall we get on with some stamping? Let me move the catalogue out of the way. Move those cards. And oh, yeah, I think that is everything. Right, so let's switch the camera. Oh, switch the camera around. Yeah, there we go. Oh, Okay. Right. Look. One of my favorite sentiment sets is out. Because, you need it. I'm sure I'm going to get asked what colors I am using. So for the leaves, I'm using Granny Apple Green for the outside and Parakeet Party for the inside. And I'm using Tahitian Tide and Starry Sky. But you will see in a second that you can actually use just 2 colors of ink and use the second generation. It will all make sense in a minute. So let's look at this stamp set. So it actually says it here. It's a 2-step stamping set, and it's a set of 11. So this image here and this image here, they're 2 stamps. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a set 5. That's a set 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a set 10, and that's a set 11. So you can see these flowers are designed to be stamped with those. The leaves are designed to be stamped together. These are designed to be stamped together. These are designed to be stamped together, as are these. So you have lots of variations. I love the fact as well with this set, there are no sentiments. So you've just got images. So let me get my mat out. Now, you absolutely need to use your foam mat. This is a photopolymer stamp set. So it's got no foam on it. So there's no bounce. So you need the mat. As you can see, I've been using this one quite a lot. This is stained from the blue, actually. But it kind of doesn't matter what color ink you use on it. They normally stain pink or purple. It's just what photopolymer does. It doesn't detract from it. So long as you are cleaning it. I've got my chamois here. So long as you're cleaning it, it's not a problem, and it doesn't make any difference. If you have photopolymer stamps that don't stick, get a bowl with some warm soapy water, dish soap, fairy liquid, that sort of thing, and just give them a wash, because they're tacky, but they do pick up dust and glitter and stuff. Okay, so that's the stamps. This is the punch. Now, the punch is designed to punch out those flowers. It's also designed to punch out that leaf. So you can stamp them all together and punch them out all together, but I tend to punch out the flowers and then punch out the leaves separately later on. Okay. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to use the little flowers to begin with. Let me just get this, just to kind of show you. Hi, Mina. Hope you're doing okay. I sent you an email the other day about giving you a ring. Let me know when is good. Right, so there is your outline stamp. I didn't bring any little blocks upstairs with me. Ink on my fingers already. And then that's the paler color. And then in order to stamp it, the best way to do this, and I'm struggling a little bit because I need to get my head kind of underneath the camera like that. You need to look over the top of it to line it up and then stamp it. like so. Now, I would always say with two-step stamping, they are not designed to be perfectly stamped one on top of another. It's more of a suggestion of color than it is perfection. So do cut yourself a little bit of slack. Okay, so don't worry too much if it doesn't stamp perfectly. So that one there is two colors. This one, instead, I'm going to use the same color. I'm going to stamp it off. And then, ooh, I've got to work out which way around I'm going now. Yeah, there we go. So you can have a tone on tone color there. So that's, I've stamped it off here and then stamped it there. So it's the same color, Starry Sky, but just a little bit lighter. Now, when you're lining it up, if like me, you wear varifocals, do make sure you're looking straight down at it and you're not looking through your kind of midpoint line in between your distance and your reading, because at that point that quite often can be why we get things wonky, just because of your glasses, and sometimes it's because you have a bit of a wobble on your hands, or you're not quite steady. So just kind of take your time as you're stamping them and layering the stamps. So with these smaller stamps, that's really quite straightforward. Let me just clean them. Can't actually see that off camera, but there we go. And then let me go to the much bigger stamps. So these are the two sets of leaf stamps, and they are quite bendy, quite floppy. And one of the bonuses of a photopolymer stamp is you can actually bend it and manipulate it. But actually, when you're trying to lay one stamp on top of another, you need them to kind of hold their position. So the easiest way to do that is to just lay it down or face down, so the stamping side down, onto your table, and then get a block and pick it up. And you want to do the same with the other one, and again just lay it down and then pick it up, and that will then, in theory, be the right shape. So let's test out the theory. So I'm using Granny Apple Green as the darker green. Like so. And I love this because not only has it got leaves, it's got little spots and all sorts. Really cool. Hi, Jan. So then I've stamped the parakeet, or inked up the parakeet party. And then I am going to pop this over the top. There we go. And it's almost. Almost. It's just not quite there, look. And there. So it's lined up here, but not quite there. Now, I don't mind that at all. And if you decide that you don't like that, you can just colour this in instead. But equally, you can go again. Let's just see. It could just have been that I wasn't quite lining it up, so that's okay. There we go. So that one is much better. So that's one way of using these on acrylic blocks. I'm going to show you with the Stamparatus in a minute, but I want to show you this bit of the stamp. So this is designed to go in the gap. So the large flower is designed to go in the big bit, and then the two little flowers here. So it's designed to go there. So I'm actually going to stamp the lighter colour first. It actually doesn't matter. You can go either way. Sometimes people find it easier to do one colorway first. I do the darker one first and then the lighter one, or the lighter one and then the darker one. But there you go, look. That's so cool, isn't it? So cool. So I'm not going to put one there. I am just going to stamp and punch out just to show you, and then I'm going to show you with the Stamparatus. So whenever you have got a stamp that coordinates with the punch, turn your punch upside down and look at the positioning of the holes for the stamp, and stamp in the same orientation as the punch, because you will then find you will then find it is really easy to line it up and punch it out. And as I said a few minutes ago, having a punch is so easy, so quick and easy. Hi, Carton Co. Germany is in the house. You're not too late, never too late. Thank you so much for joining us. Donna and Margaret are loving the stamps. So there we go. So I'm going to hang on to those. We'll need those in a minute. So if the lining up, let me just clean these stamps because I'm going to have to take them off the blocks. If the lining up of the stamps makes your brain hurt, or you don't want to do it, then getting a Stamparatus and using a Stamparatus is a really, really good plan. So a Stamparatus is our stamp positioning tool. It comes with 2 plates, and I recommend that everyone gets this. This is called the Deluxe Stamping Mat, and it's sort of a foam mat. It does come with a thinner foam mat, but I prefer this one. And you have, like I say, you have 2 plates, one that goes in to the side and one at the top. Obviously, it depends which way around you go. There's all sorts of things that you can do with the Stamparatus. I've done loads of videos. So if you put Inspiring Ink in and Stamparatus into YouTube, you'll find loads of different videos. On the back, there are these. These are magnets. These are earth magnets. Super, super strong and really fragile. I broke mine within seconds of actually getting them out of the box. That is on video, on one of the videos. But what I've got here is a piece of duct tape. And this, you can get, it normally comes in black, but I actually found some with pretty puppies on it. By sticking it round the magnet and then putting a little tag on, it just means it's really easy to lift off. And whatever you do, don't put one magnet down on the table and then get another magnet and put another magnet down on the table. They will fly across the table, smash together and break. You do not want that. Okay, so I'm going to get a piece of card. And pin it down with one of my magnets. Right, so the reason you saw earlier, the reason I cleaned my stamps is because, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, which way up I'm going to put this, is because I'm going to be putting it down on my paper. So I'm going to position it where I want it. I'm going to pick it up. There we go. And then if you put a stamp set underneath, it gives you a firm surface to ink up. You're just going to ink up. And then we are going to stamp. There we go. And then I'm going to take this second one and we can line this up exactly. Yeah. So then I'm going to get my second plate up here. Press it down. Ooh. Lift it up. And then use the Parakeet Party. I'll just put that block under there. And ink it up. And there we go. Look at that. That is absolutely perfectly aligned in all the areas, which is super cool. I'm going to do these ones freehand, basically, because I don't want to take these. I don't want to take the plates off. So let's just pop that there. And this one over the top. Ta-da! And then I'm going to put the happy birthday down there like that. Okay. So let me just move the Stamparatus and get this put together. Da, 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 da. Sandy's saying not only has it got dogs on, but it's blue. So yeah, so that was definitely a must-have. A must-have. So we go. All right. So I'm just going to get my paper and I'm just going to put one flower. So even though they're joined, you can ink up one of the flowers at a time. Just have to be careful as to how you put it on you. Ooh. Ta-da! Got a tiny smudge there. Darn it. Hang on. Oh, just add a little bit extra. There we go. Ta-da! See, nobody will ever know. But now I've got to put one down here because you can't leave two of anything. You need a 3. There we go. Right. Hooray! Okay, so that's the inside of my card. Good morning, Cynthia. Cynthia loves these colours. Yeah, me too. So excited when we got 2 blues in the most recent in colours. There we go. So there is a finished card. Now what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to step this card up. So this is just stamping. So there's no embellishments on it. There's just 4 colours of ink. But as I said to you earlier, you can, where's that piece of paper gone? Oh, you can do tone on tone colour. So if you've only got one shade of blue and one shade of green, you can do this. So Cynthia's saying her mission today is to order the new in colours because she's scared some of them are going to be retiring. Yeah, absolutely. Was it last week I talked about that? I can't remember. Last week or the week before. I am concerned that we are going to have a colour refresh. And I say I'm concerned about it. It doesn't make me sad because I'm quite excited about getting different colours. But if you are missing in colours or you're missing re-inkers for colours, get them now. Because everything's falling off. Because if you don't get them and Stampin' Up announce that there's going to be a colour refresh, you're going to be sad. Because they will go out of stock really quickly. Right. Okay, so I'm going to do the same card. Yeah, Carton Co saying always get the refill because it's the refills that sell out first. So, Granny Apple Green. Now, the awesome thing about this Stamparatus being set up like this is that you can make multiples really, really quickly. So if you've got thank you cards to make or invitations or Christmas cards, whatever it happens to be, having your Stamparatus set up like this is a really good plan. So I'm going to put my happy birthday on there. Ooh. Ba-doing. I am then going to get the flowers that I punched out earlier and my foam mat. And we're just going to give them a bit of shape. So if you get your score tool and the fat end, so not the skinny end, the fat end, and press in the center. And just gently you can sort of go round in a circle. But with a big flower like this, I just go along the gap in between the petals as well, because I want it to have dimension. So with this one, look, I press it and it just curves up itself, as does this one. But a bigger one, just run your ball tool along the edges. I'll layer this first. Where's my glue? Yeah, so Cynthia's saying definitely re-inkers and the blends. Yeah, absolutely. You never know. Okay, so that's on there. That's on there. Right, I do need to put that down. Oh, look. This is why Tombow is good. When you stick something down really wonky, you can fix it. All right, let's try that again. Right. I've now stuck it to the grid paper. Oh, come on. Right, let's try that again. All right. So let's go there. Let's get some dimensionals. So that one is going there. One's going down there. And I'll get a little dimensional up there. Then we definitely need some rhinestones, although I seem to be running out of rhinestones. I need to get some more, I think. So we'll have little rhinestones in the center of these. big one in the center of that one. And then I'm just going to put 3 more rhinestones here, just to add a little bit more of an embellishment together. So, ooh, I haven't done the inside. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Where's my layer? Right, instead of trying to be clever like I did last time, I'm just I'm just going to stamp it the way it's kind of designed. And then I'll pop some leaves in, I think. Have a look. Let's clean off that stamp. And ooh, I don't know. Hang on. Sometimes less is more. Ooh. I'm just going to put a few leaves. One, two, three, four. That can't have 4. Right. Okay. So that's that one. And then there's the little inner leaf. See if I can line that up now. There we go. Look. Such a pretty little leaf. Think how many how many things that you can do with this leaf. These leaves are really delicate. Have a look. Oh, do that one. And then that one. Hurrah. Right. Okay, we're going to put that on the inside. I'm going to just close up all these ink pads because I'm bound to stick my finger in them. And it tidies up my desk a little bit as well. So let's have a look. There we go. Okay, so there's the inside. And there's the inside of the other one. And there is the finished card. So we've got a few sparkles. We've got the dimension because we've got the punched out pieces. And let me just reinforce that score line there. It just helps the cards sit flat on the table, which does help. Just move these. Look, tidy desk. Not tidy. It's anything but tidy either side, but you can see that. So let me bring them up because I think they're both beautiful cards, and it depends what you want. I mean, for me, this is fabulous because it's quick. But then you've got the additional dimension there for that one. So there we go. So that is the Petal Park stamp set, and I'm looking for it and I can't find it. What have I used? There it is. So we'll pop those up there. So it's Petal Park. Oh, hang on. Let's do that. There we go. Petal Park and Peaceful Moments. And the punch. And for those of you that are doing the January craft along, we're actually using the papers that coordinate with this set. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope I helped give you a few hints and tips with two-step stamping and also using your Stamparatus. If you want to see some more hints and tips with the Stamparatus, let me know and I'll do a few more things. But like I said, I've already got loads of videos on the Stamparatus, so do check them out. Lots of different techniques and things that you can do with them. Thank you so much, everybody, for all your lovely comments. I'm so pleased that you like the cards. I will be back here at 2 o'clock next Tuesday. That'll be the 31st of January. It's also Craft Along Day. And all of the items that you've seen today, you can purchase in my online store. Or if you pop over to my blog, let me just put the blog address there, inspiringinkin.com. If you pop over there, you can sign up for my mailing list. You'll get creative inspiration there. You can shop with me, and there's hundreds, thousands of cards and hundreds of videos as well. So thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to come and hang out with me. And I will see you all again next week. Take care till then. Goodbye.